Hello everyone and welcome to TDOC Talks. I'm Warden Genovese and today we're here at the Turney Center Industrial Complex in Olney, Tennessee. And what we're going to talk to you about is an amazing program that we're very lucky to have here at Turney Center called Retrieving Independence. This program is where animals, our dogs, get trained by offenders to help those individuals out in the public with special needs. Our community partner, Retrieving Independence, is a nonprofit organization that makes this possible for us and partners with TDOC in this special mission. This is something that we're very proud of, and it's also something that's very needed, not only by the individuals outside of this facility, but by the offenders inside this facility and the staff as well. This program started at Turney Center in 2013, and since then we've had over 60 dogs graduate, and everybody's been successful. The way it works is the Retrieving Independence raises their own dogs, brings them in as puppies, and they're given to a selected offender, and they're trained the certain basic commands and needs that they need to have. Then once they reach a certain age and they reach a certain level of training, then they'll have a matching process. Individuals that have special needs will come in, they'll sit down and they'll have a matching process, and the dog will actually pick the individual rather than the individual picking the dog, which works out perfect. Once that is established, that dog will come back in here into the facility and then be trained for the particular special needs for the person that they need, the special needs that they require, whether it be low blood pressure, whether it be they're just bound to a wheelchair, whether they can't see, whether they have seizures, whatever it may be, even anxiety. These animals help people that couldn't go out into the public because they suffer from anxiety, and now they can go out into the public. So it's really amazing. It's a really amazing thing to see, and it's a pleasure and just a complete honor for me to be able to see this every day and to be able to witness and see something that really works, especially when it helps us with the rehabilitation process. So since 2013, we have our graduations. The offenders receive a certificate for this training. It's just really, really a great thing, and I can't wait for you guys to be able to see some of the demonstrations, some of the things that these animals can do. It's an amazing program, and it's, again, just something that we are just so, so proud of here at Turney Center.
Get my juice.
One of the most exciting things about this program is how it fits in with our mission of TDOC. This program, again, as I said earlier, it doesn't just benefit the people receiving these animals, but the offenders. The offenders learn a lot from this program. This is a job for these offenders, but it also becomes a way of life for them. There's a friendship that's formed, and there's a trust factor. These guys that get these animals and train them and spend this time with them, we've seen personalities change of these offenders. We've seen offenders just change their whole personality, their whole characteristics, and become a calmer person. They've got something to look forward to. You know, and in the prison system, what we look for is we're really big on rehabilitation. That's our goal, is to rehabilitate these offenders. And this program, like many of our programs that we have in TDOC, this program to me does that very thing, and it has a powerful, powerful impact on these offenders. It gives them just a whole new outlook on life. And I believe that also in doing that, not only once they're relieved, that's going to make our community safer, but it makes our facilities safer inside for our staff and for the other offenders at the same time while they're incarcerated. This is something that it's a great thing for them. It's not only a gift for us, but it's a gift for the offenders. And you know, in talking to them each day and seeing how they interact with these animals, you can see it every day on their faces that this is just a blessing for them to be part of this program, and we're glad that they are. Some of the commands that these animals are taught to do are doing such things as opening up a drawer, going to the mailbox, getting the mail, getting an item out of a cabinet or a drawer. For the individuals that are, say, bound to a wheelchair or bedridden that just can't get these things themselves. They'll do things, they're trained commands to go to the refrigerator and get a drink or get refrigerated medicine. They can turn lights on and off for the individuals. They can ring a doorbell. They can flush a toilet, open the door, close the door, get the laundry out of the laundry machine, just whatever it is that the individual is going to need. Pretty much almost all of the basic needs these dogs are trained for, and that's before they're even picked for somebody to be trained for the specific need of that individual. Once these dogs meet these commands, there's a graduation. There's always a graduation ceremony, which is a wonderful ceremony where the dogs will graduate, and it's a big formal graduation that we have here at Turney Center. Once they graduate, that's when the individual who's receiving the animal will receive the animal. And it's just a great thing. It's a great thing to see this kind of training take place and to see that graduation. And there's so much pride in the offenders and so much joy and excitement in the individuals that will be receiving them. You all may be wondering, how does one of these offenders get selected to be part of such a program like this, such a process? These individuals are selected very carefully. They have to be on the register. They've got to meet a certain criteria with no disciplinaries. They've got to show good behavior, and they've got to show that they're really interested in this. The individuals that are selected for this are ones that we try to make sure is one of them that's going to care, that really wants to make a difference and really wants to help people, not just coming to do it for a job. Because this particular program for these offenders, yes, it is a job, it teaches them responsibility, but it also becomes a way of life for them. This is a prison. They're inside a prison, and they're here and they're doing their time and doing what they need to do. But when they come and they're in this program, it just kind of gets away from everything else, and it gives them a sense of purpose because they know they're making a difference outside in the community. And as I stated before, one of the best things about these kind of programs in TDOC is that they're not just making a difference inside of facilities, but they're really making a difference and having a positive impact on the members of the community. And that's what it's all about, getting these guys ready to go back out into the society and to do the right thing and be a model citizen. This is how it works. These rehabilitative programs like this is what makes a difference in these offenders. Getting them out, getting them to learn their responsibility, and getting them to see just what an impact that they have on other human beings' lives. And this program does that thing. As I said earlier at our graduations, when you see them match and these offenders see what they did, the training that they did, and when these individuals who receive these animals receive them, you can see it all over their face. Some of them will break out into tears because they just can't believe what they did. But it's a continuous process. Once one dog graduates, another puppy's going to come right back in, and they get to do that process over again. So it's one class after another, one class making a difference, going out into society. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us here on TDOC Talks and coming in the Attorney Center and looking at our Retrieving Independence program. We hope you really enjoyed yourselves, and if you have any questions or you want to learn any more information, please look us up on tn.gov/correction. Follow us on social media, and we hope to see you again soon on TDOC Talks.